All right, so I'm going to give you some clarification questions or clarification explanations about what you do with the Geologic Time Day 1 slides. Slide 1, that's just an overview of the lesson. There's nothing to do there. Slide 2 is our Engage slide. This is where you have the link to that interactive image with all the 3D fossils on it. So that's there for your reference still. Slide 3 is the first thing where you're going to have some stuff typed in. When I grade this, I'm going to be looking for at least one thing in a complete sentence that you noticed about the fossils, one thing that you wonder about the fossils, and one thing that you know about fossils already. Again, I will be looking for those in complete sentences. If you need some additional clarification about what to write on those, you can click on these little gray speakerphones, click play, and you'll hear an explanation of me talking, explaining what I'm looking for there. Slide 4 is the explanation of what I wanted you to annotate on Kami, and this is kind of where things went a little bit downhill during live class. So the annotations that I was looking for was that you were going to highlight the key terms, underline the main ideas, and circle the words that you didn't know. The issue was I gave you guys one copy of the article that everyone annotated. So I'm not going to be super picky about the annotations on the two articles this time around. I know how to distribute it now, so you get your own copies. We live and we learn, and we move on. So here's the next slide that you're going to have to actually answer questions on, slide 5. The title of this was What Was Dug Up in City Heights? And when you click on that link, it's going to open it up either in the PDF or directly in Kami for you. And so this is where you would make the edits, make your highlights, underline, circle. Again, this might already be edited for you by somebody else. And if that's the case, all you'll have to do is read through the article again. Once you've read through it, answer these 3 questions by just typing in those text boxes, and then you can move on to the next one. Slide 6 is a new article. It says, do you live on top of dinosaurs? And what you'll do is you'll click for the article. Again, it might open it up as a PDF, or it might open directly in Kami, depending on how recently you have opened up the document. And you'll make your highlights and your circles and your underlines and all that stuff on there. Once you've done that, you'll answer these 3 questions. And you get to move on to slide number 7, the wrap-up questions. Here, we have only one question for you to answer for the wrap-up, so super simple. And it is, what are scientists able to learn from fossils? What guesses or inferences do scientists make based on fossils? So I do want you to answer both parts of that question. Again, I'll be looking for complete sentences, mostly correct spelling. You guys have that red underline underneath your misspelled words, so I would like you to go back and kind of double check those, get in that good habit. Right here, it says, insert a link to your annotated What Was Dug Up in City Heights article here. The reason that I'm having you do that is so that you kind of have you have all of these documents in one place. They're all going to be here on these day 1 slides later on. So in order to put that link there, you will have to go to the article, What Was Dug Up in City Heights on Kami. I already have it here in my tab. And then you click this button right up here that says Share Document. And once you click on that, all you have to do is right up here where it's highlighted, click Copy. Come back over here where it says Insert Your Link. Paste it right there. And then I'll be able to click on that, and you can also click on it later on. That way, if you're like, oh, I remember reading that article, I remember highlighting it, all you have to do is click on it, and then you have that link forever. You'll do this, again, the same thing right here. Insert a link to your annotated Do You Live on Top of Dinosaurs article. So you'll click on it, click these 3 dots connected with lines, copy the link, and paste it right in there. The last thing that we did in class today, where it was kind of chaos, was the daily participation question. And it was like, oh, we're trying so many new things. And so if you missed out on this or you got confused and lost, this is in the white daily participation folder. And you'll only have one thing in there right now, the November 12th and 13th slides. So you'll select that. It's going to open up a new window where you're going to be asked the question, do you live on top of fossils? Why or why not? And here's where it gets crazy. You click Submit Assignment before you type anything. So after you click Submit Assignment, you're going to be taken to this pop-up window. The default that it opens up on is Upload. In order to do this without adding a link, though, you have to go one tab over to Create. Once you're on Create, you just type your answer to that question and click Submit. And that's all that it takes for that. It's only worth 3 points, but I do need you to do it pretty soon. I'll be going through on Friday and deleting or putting in zeros for the stuff that wasn't done. Let me know if you have any other questions.